In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NHL game happening on June 10, 2023, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NHL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Vegas Golden Knights versus Florida Panthers. The Vegas Golden Knights faced the Florida Panthers in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Golden Knights took a 2-0 series lead but lost Game 4 in overtime despite boasting a late 2-1 lead in the game. The Panthers looked like they were in trouble in this series, but after taking Game 3 in overtime, they have momentum and only trail in the series 2-1. The Golden Knights look to bounce back and take a 3-1 series lead, while the Panthers hope to even up the series, and Game 4 should be a great one. After missing the playoffs for the first time in franchise history last season, the Golden Knights bounced back this year, quietly finishing the regular season as the top seed in the West with a 51-22-9 record, a point ahead of the Oilers. They closed out the regular season hot on an 8-game point streak with a great 24-4-5 record in their last 33 games. They finished first in the West despite not being top 10 in goals for goals against, power play, penalty kill, shots for or shots against, and that was without one of their best players, Mark Stone, in the lineup for more than half of the regular season. This team just knows how to win. Playoff hockey in Vegas is electric and T-Mobile Arena is going to be rocking. The Golden Knights were leading 2-0 in the series, and they headed into period 3 of Game 3 with a 2-1 series lead, and it looked like they were about to take a dominating lead. They allowed the game to be tied up late in the game though, and they ended up allowing the winner in overtime. Jonathan Marchessault and Mark Stone each scored a goal and added an assist. The Golden Knights are averaging 3.89 goals, while their defense is giving up 2.58 goals per game. Marchessault has scored 13 goals and added 10 assists. The offense has been ranked the best in the playoffs. On the other side of this matchup is the Florida Panthers, who are right back in this series. After a slow start to the year after winning the President's Trophy last year and getting bounced from the playoffs in the second round in the Battle of Florida against their rival Lightning, the Florida Panthers really rallied in the second half of the season. They finished the regular season in the second and final wild card spot in the East with a 42-32-8 record, a point ahead of the Penguins and the Sabres. Florida got lucky to get in, with Pittsburgh losing to the Blackhawks on the second last day of the season to give the Panthers their spot in the playoffs. Despite closing out the regular season with 2 losses, they ended the regular season hot with a 6-1 record in their last 8 games. The defense in the first 2 games struggled, but in the last game they stepped up, and that allowed their defense to have a shot. Matthew Tkachuk has had a big playoffs, and he scored the tying goal in Game 3. The Panthers are averaging 3 goals, while their defense is giving up 3 goals per game. The offense has been ranked 9th during the playoffs, and although the stats haven't been great, they have found a way to win games. Tkachuk has scored 11 goals and added 13 assists. Vegas is 15-6 in their last 21 road games and 36-15 in their last 51 games overall, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 Stanley Cup Final games. Florida is 12-3 in their last 15 games overall and 76-34 in their last 110 home games, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 games against the Western Conference. The Vegas Golden Knights take on the Florida Panthers in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Florida pulled off another overtime win to bring the series to 2-1, but they still have a ton of work left to do. They may have gotten the win, but there are still parts of their game that need to be improved. Vegas is the better team in this series so far, but can they take a stranglehold on this series? This long run that the Panthers have gone on, going 11-1 since being down 3-1 to the Bruins in the first round to knock off the number 1 seed Bruins, the number 3 seed Leafs, and the number 2 seed Hurricanes, has been incredible. What a run it's been, and it reminds me of the 2012 Los Angeles Kings, that were a team of destiny that won on the back of incredible goaltending of Jonathan Quick. Sergei Bobrovsky has played at an insane level these playoffs, and if it weren't for his performance in open goal and a good amount of luck on their side, the Panthers wouldn't be here in the Cup Finals. That run is over now. The Golden Knights are the better team in this series and have played better offensively and defensively than the Panthers in these playoffs. They've dominated their victories in both of the first 2 games of this series to give them the 2-0 lead, and although the Panthers came back to win Game 3 at home, Vegas was the better team once again, and Florida needed everything to go right with a good bit of luck to get the overtime win. The Knights have been resilient in bouncing back from losses these playoffs and are the better team. Vegas should take the 3-1 series lead on the road tonight to get a game away from winning the Stanley Cup, likely at home in Game 5. I expect the Golden Knights to take care of business in the Cup in 5 games and think Thursday night was their last loss of the season. So the Vegas Golden Knights money line is our full game side pick. The total for this game opened at 5.5 and should stay at that number as approach puck drop. We've seen the total be much higher in previous games, but in general, this game should be a close one. Both teams are very good defensively, but Florida needs to do a better job of killing penalties. Neither team has been good on the penalty kill, but Vegas has been able to keep the Florida power play in check. Despite forcing 24 turnovers, the Golden Knights were only able to score a total of 2 goals. We can expect the Panthers to clean that up and do a better job of controlling the puck, so it's hard to imagine this game being loaded with scoring chances. Both defenses stepped up in Game 3, and the upcoming game should see both defensive units in control from the first period. The Golden Knights, who have allowed only 7 goals in the series, should limit the Panthers' offense with Alex Pietrangelo, Alec Martinez, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shooting lanes, allowing goaltender Adin Hill to make plenty of big saves. The Panthers look to build off a game where they allowed only 2 goals and eliminate the Golden Knights' offense, with Aaron Ekblad, Gustav Forsling, Brandon Montour, and the rest of the defensive unit forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone, while goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky blanks the shots on the net. The under should cover in a low-scoring game with both defenses stepping up. There's just so much at stake on both sides, with Vegas trying to go home up 3-1 and Florida trying to make this a best of 3, that I think we see a more methodical style of play on both sides. The goaltending stood tall in Game 3, and I think we could see another first to 3 wins kind of game here. If both teams stay disciplined and limit scoring chances, then there is no reason to think that we will see over 6 goals being scored. This game has all the makings of a 3-1 type finish. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.